Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Aries, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of March 9th to the 15th. This week you have the Trust the Niggle Oracle card. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Devil, the Fool, and the Nine of Swords. So it's pretty powerful energies here, Aries. We do have a definite ending here, something that has been causing you stress and anxiety, and it has something to do with a toxic situation in your life, very emotionally unfulfilling. We have your card here too. We have you coming back into your sense of power, really thinking about what you want for your future and really taking a leap of faith to walk a new path. We have a strong new beginning here. So it's always perfect bookends when we have endings and new beginnings in the same reading, and these are, very, very definite ones as well. Now we'll go to the Oracle card first. Now this is about Trust the Niggle. So you are being asked to really tune into your intuitive centers this week and to really trust what you're feeling there. If you think that something in your life is toxic, or there may be a manipulator in the midst, or something that's not serving you, then you are probably right with that. So let's read that out before we go to the tarot cards. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? That inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there, and it's not going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, that shift that needs to be made, that stone in your shoe. So Aries, what is standing in your way? What is standing in your way from you shining in your light? Aries and the Fool. The Fool and the Queen of Wands are both cards of Aries. You are being strongly called to really shine bright and to start a new journey, but there's something in your way, and it's this guy here, this Devil. Now, I'm seeing in your recent past the Devil and the Nine of Swords. I inquired to the tarot what the Devil was about, and wasn't going to be told, but I've got the Ten of Swords here. So I've got the Nine and the Ten of Swords. So this needs to be ended, whatever the situation is, and it will be unique to each one of you, obviously, because it's a general reading, guys. But let's just say we'll go with the Nine of Swords for now and just put these like that. There's been a situation that's obviously been causing you a great amount of stress in your life. So I think that you'll know what this is, and you need to trust your intuition on that. Nine of Swords energy is the things that really stress us out, cause us anxiety about the future, depression about the past, things that keep you awake at night. You feel like everything's stacked up against you, has you over-analysing. Is this person really manipulating me? No, surely not. As my finances really in that bad position, oh no, it's okay, I'll push it under the carpet, I'm not in that much debt. It's all that kind of thinking, that kind of bargaining with yourself. But we've got the Devil energy here, and Devil energy stands for some amount of toxicity in a situation in your life. It can be lots of things, but the Devil, for example, in relationships can be codependency. Codependency comes in many forms. It can be emotional codependency, where we feel we can't really operate without the other person. We are relying on them to fill our emotional needs. We're relying on them for love and support and that kind of thing. It could be codependency financially, maybe not being able to stand on your own 2 feet, or being, attached to a certain lifestyle, so you don't want to leave your partner and go out on your own. In the workplace, it could be somebody puppeteering you, undermining you, manipulating you, all of those kind of things. That's the Devil energy. It's the Devil's an illusionist. It can be someone who's literally pulling the wool over your eyes, or being one way to you, but really is something else behind that. Maybe a liar, maybe somebody who really is being that illusionist. That's what I'm feeling. So, you'll know what the situation is for you guys. But the thing about the Devil energy is that over time, it really, drains your life force. We see these two people here that are which are the lovers, that are chained to the devil, but those chains are actually loose enough for them to get them over their head and free themselves, but they stay there willingly. So there's this kind of message that there is a payoff that you're getting that is great, greater than the cost of being in this situation. So like I said, that can be the fact that it's more financially viable for you to be in this relationship, maybe stay in this job because of the money, but it's making you tired, it's completely draining you, and you've got a terrible boss or something like that. But over time, it's not sustainable. It sucks the life out of you, and that's why the devil has these bat wings as well. So we really need to release from it. And I feel intuitively that the situation has been going on for quite a while. It's not been a short chapter for you, and potentially it's been escalating. Yeah, no, I'm feeling a bit frazzled with that. So because we've got the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending, and often an ending that comes with fatigue or burnout, maybe health issues for some of you. If this has been draining your energetic resources for some time, that often has a really big impact on our central nervous system and immunity as well. And the Ten of Swords endings can come from a betrayal or a deception. Maybe, like I said, this person might be not who you thought they were. It's like the mask's coming out, knives are coming out. So we have an ending. Look, it isn't in the recent past position, but I feel that for some of you might still be going through this, might be still to come, because obviously timing's a bit fluid. But with the Ten of Swords, we have the promise of this full energy. We can see the element of divinity ready to eclipse the darkness, but first you need to make the decision to break the chains, to leave it, to bring it to a head, to have that difficult conversation, to bring it to light, because it often doesn't happen by itself unless the universe moves in with a tower moment. Yeah, so we really see here, can't pick it up. I do see you moving on from the situation with the Eight of Cups. I think that you have, definitely decided or come to that realization that there's just not the emotional fulfillment that you wanted to be found in this situation. Obviously not with all that anxious energy around. The Eight of Cups is coming to that realization this week that was never going to fulfill you anyway. So maybe, it's time to turn your back on that situation for good and to start walking a new path where you can go and find that missing piece, go and find that missing cup, so that you can achieve 9 and 10 of Cups reality, so that you can find true happiness. I think there was always holes in this situation, and I think he knew that. Again, we have the little nod to intuition here with the moon. It says that you've always known that this situation wasn't right for you, but I think you kind of went along with it because it was, there was some kind of payout for you in that. We have the Queen of Wands here. This is the week that you really start to face your true north and step back into your Aries power. This is your card, Aries. And again, the Queen of Wands makes instinctual, calculated decisions on how to move her life forward for the better. She holds that Ace of Wands. This is you coming back into your power and reclaiming your energy. I think some of you will feel a lot more energized this week after probably the situation draining you for some time. It's about getting your passion back, your enthusiasm, and it's also about being on the lookout for new opportunities now, new manifestations, finding your new path. That's what this really says to me. That Queen of Wands is facing the future, so is this person. There's no looking back. It's all about forward movement, really going after emotional fulfillment and having that really fiery sense of determination that this time, it is time for you to walk a new path. And here it is. Fool and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, again, Sun and Aries here. Yeah, so the Fool is, wow, it's the strongest card of new beginnings in the tarot deck, guys. And it really is about walking a new journey, even though you may not know at this stage, quite where you're heading, what that destination will be, but we're trusting in the process because we know that that we've come to the end, we've come to a dead end on the old path. The Fool can also ask us to take a leap of faith. Maybe when you're in this Queen of Wands energy, you might discover an opportunity Might even be a passionate offer, something that really lights you up, and you're being called to say, well, you know what, I'm going to leap. I know the universe will catch me with a safety net if I need it, but I just know intuitively that it's time to follow a new path. Again, the Fool is about making those little animals here are like, they stand for our instincts. So it's about making instinctual decisions and tuning into, the heart and the gut. They are our brain centers as well. The thing about our actual brain is that it overactivates the mind, and we can end up operating from that place. It's time to tune into what the heart really wants and follow that path. This is really, really about a bright journey ahead though, because we have the link to the sun energy. And the Fool just takes the necessary baggage, guys. It's leaving the past in the past and carrying on with a light load, full energy, a head held high. And the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles for me is about building something new, building a new foundation and a new future for yourself, maybe with others. You might be collaborating with others in a business sense, or even just, brainstorming with friends and family, that kind of thing. But it's really about making new things happen, things that will grow and expand in a physical, material sense. It can be maybe a new home, new job, all of these kind of things, or just, manifesting a new secure future for yourself. But first of all, Aries, you're asked to reconnect with your rebel heart, your Aries energy. You're going to be feeling energized, enthusiastic, and it's time for you to start that new journey. So I love that. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you. Feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know if it resonates and how it's unfolding for you. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.